Cold the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Sunday, August 10th. We've got Major League Baseball, WNBA, NFL, and more as we get ready for a great sports betting Sunday. Thank you for joining us last night for the live companion stream coverage of UFC Fight Night. Yeah, we had a pretty good card. I got off to a good start, and I kind of faded again on the main card, but still a fun time with the guys last night with the UFC, and we got a nice card here this week. A programming note, join me today at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific for Dana White Contender Series preview, season opener with BB. MMA picks will be along here on the Sports Money Network at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific with the coverage of Dana White Contender Series, and we'll have BB and I going over the card here for the action on Tuesday night. So we've got MMA live preview coverage today here on the Sports Money Network, our season debut of the Contender Series previews. So please join me for that. All right, thank you for joining me here. Hope everybody had a great day. I know I did, at least with some of the sports anyway, but let me say hello. The comments are piling up here for a good morning of action, including Bobby Mack here to start us off. Jimmy is here today. Cash Kane ready to go. Jimmy says the Sharps are on the O's here today. Good morning to Jimbo here as well. Good to have everyone filing into the chat. And Jimmy talking about the overnight action. Hey, I had another easy rugby winner here overnight, didn't we? With North Queensland and Parramatta Eels going under. Yeah, it was an under, all right. Did split the coverage there last night in the AFL, but we did have the winner with the Melbourne Demons against the Western Bulldogs, getting all those points. Didn't quite get there with our over, though, last night. So please keep joining us here. I did take the night off again, though, from Asian baseball here. Maybe I shouldn't. The roll we were on there a little bit. Quickly, we got some steam to roll the show off here. Let me get that in. Just happened right now. There's been some steam here this morning, and I'll talk about it here on the show. And just moments ago, the San Francisco Giants with Verlander on the mound here today, taking some steam. They were $1.40 or so, but Giants are going up here this morning as we get ready for a full day of baseball action. Right now, the Giants are up to $1.50 here this morning. Keep going with the comments, though, in the chat. Nuke is here. Nuke, thanks for joining us last night. Great time with Nuke. Hope he's having a good time on his mini vacation. I don't know what else to call it, but hope it's all good there, Nuke. Smash this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Andrew G. ready to go as well, and Blue is here today. Nuke talking about his CFL this weekend. What some wild games there in the CFL yesterday, wasn't it? Wow. Hey, we did have Ottawa here on the show yesterday, plus the points. And what a game that was, and what a game also it was there with Winnipeg and Calgary. A couple of wild ones here yesterday in the CFL. All right, let's see who else can come in and join us here this morning. Blue says I was partying last night. Yeah, we did have a pretty good hey, even I ordered lobster last night for some of the winning from yesterday. We'll talk about it here in just a moment. I couldn't miss in the NFL preseason. I know a lot of people don't like NFL preseason, but it's kind of my specialty. Unfortunately, I don't know how else to put it. Fluffy dominated in that main event yesterday. Let's see here. Make sure I'm getting everybody in the chat. Keith Just Truth, hello. And he rolled there yesterday, he says. He's on the over. Maybe he's on the over there. Oh, he says maybe there's steam to the over. Thank you, Keith. Good to see you there in the chat. All right. Maybe that is it there for the chat there to get us going. But let's go over some of the winners, if I may, from yesterday. Major League Baseball. We're not going to spend too much time on the card yesterday. We got a lot of games to go. But, hey, we did have some winners. Miami and Atlanta, game number 1 to go under. Yeah, we had it here. In fact, we had the total in both games. We didn't have the side, but we had the total. We had the under in game 1 here on the show yesterday. And in the nightcap, we had the over as a premium pick with Miami and Atlanta. The premiums were hot yesterday. Hopefully all the subscribers were happy with me. I was happy. I ordered a couple lobster tails delivered last night. Times were good with the bets yesterday in baseball. So doubleheader, we did have the total in both of them. Yankees, we had them here on the show, didn't we, yesterday with Yule, 5-4 winner over Houston. I also had a premium pick winner there on the over in that game, and it did go over by half a run there. We had a winner on the show with Washington and San Francisco game to go under with Lord Wisenhunt. And we had the under there in the 4-2 win. Hey, winner on the show yesterday. Detroit Tigers and Angels game to go over in the 7-4 win for the Angels. We had the over as our play here on the show. And hopefully you caught me there on the Cover the Spread show. I'm teamed up every day with Rod Zawacki and Al Ninos. And I had the Angels yesterday as my top play on the Cover the Spread show with Kikuchi, and they got it done on the road as an underdog. So good play there. Also, premium pick winner yesterday with the Cincinnati Reds game to go under against Pittsburgh, and a premium here on the Sports Money Premiums. Mikey had it too with his plays, and it was just 2-1 there with the Reds yesterday. We had Milwaukee on the show yesterday, clubbing the Mets, and we took them. We took Milwaukee. Jeff had them too there, and we rolled with that one. Also, we had a premium pick winner on the over with that one, Sports Money Premiums with Montas and Myers. Had a winner yesterday over at Tony's Picks with Cleveland and Cantillo and my super high roller plays over there. We had the Guardians in a 3-1 win over the White Sox. Also had the winner here on the show yesterday, Kansas City and Minnesota game to go under in a 2-0 win for Noah Cameron and the Royals. We did have the Royals over on the Cover the Spread show yesterday. I think I swept the plays over there on the Cover the Spread show yesterday. Also, premium pick winner here yesterday with Miami and Atlanta game to go over in the 8-6 win for Atlanta. Also a winner on the show here yesterday, Cubs and St. Louis game to go over as the Cubs clubbed the Cardinals yesterday 9-1. We also had a premium pick winner, Philadelphia and Texas game to go under. Did all the premiums win yesterday? Almost, not all of them, but we did have the under there with Philadelphia and Texas, Luzardo and DeGrom, and a 3-2 win. Philly came back to win that one. Premium pick winner, Colorado and Arizona. I hope you're subscribed with me. If not, you're going to get a chance to win these plays that are coming through right now. I don't know. I don't have to add up the winners. You can get them delivered to you. You can see them for yourself. Just stay tuned into the show. You can win these selections here. But we did have the over with Colorado and Arizona as a premium pick yesterday in the 6-5 win for Arizona there last night. Also, I had a winner here on the show yesterday with the Padres over the Red Sox. We had King to win in his return to the rotation. Padres win it 5-4. We laid the juice there. That one wasn't anything special, but hey, you can only win the games you play, I guess. And late night, we had Seattle as another premium pick winner in the win over Tampa Bay and Boyle. But boy, can Boyle bring it? boy, man, this guy can throw fastball, can he? I believe he. Oh man, I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe he had a team record for 100-mile-an-hour fastballs in that game. They lost. I'm not talking about too much there. Seattle. We had the winner with Seattle, but man, Boyle, this guy can throw. All right. Good day for sure there in baseball. But how about NFL preseason, where we smashed it? Yeah, don't bet preseason, you guys. It's too hard. You don't know who's going to be in there. You got to know about the philosophies of or you could just bet the dogs and over. That's what you can do. You don't need to listen to me. Just take the dogs and over. So far, dogs and over are coming through like nobody's business here so far in the preseason. We did have a dog yesterday in the New York Giants win there over Buffalo. We said take the Giants on the show yesterday plus the points. Also, we had to pick a winner here on the show with Pittsburgh and Jacksonville game to go over in the 31-25 win. Also a premium pick winner. We went 5-0 with the sports money premiums. Hey, if you want to get signed up, go ahead. If you don't, that's no problem. But hey, we did have 5-0 day with our NFL premiums. Just 50 cents a day if you're interested. Pittsburgh and Jacksonville game, we had that winner with Pittsburgh in the win 31-25. Premium pick winner, Dallas and the Rams over 31-21. Yeah, I'm on some of these overs. I've been on top of this curve coming in to the preseason here. Rams also was our winner here on the Morning Steam Show yesterday. As Rams won it 31-21. Premium pick winner, Tampa Bay over Tennessee. We had Tampa Bay 29-7. They clubbed them there yesterday. And did it go over for us? Yes, of course it did. Right here on the show, Tampa Bay and Tennessee over 33.5, 30, whatever it was. It was 36 for another winner there. Also, the Jets on the show here yesterday. We had them 30-10. Hopefully you were on board with me. If not, maybe you were on board with me over at Tony's Picks, where I had a winner, premium high roller style on the over in the Jets and the Packers. It was 30-10 going over that 38.5 there yesterday. Also, premium pick winner here with Arizona with the underdog win over Kansas City 20-17. We had the under here on the show. Didn't have over in every one. You got to pick the unders that go under. We did. Chiefs and Cardinals, under. We had it here on the Morning Steam Show. And late night, Denver and San Francisco, our premium pick winner was on the over in the 30-9 win. And it did go over even with the inflated total late premium pick winner to finish 5-0. With our premium picks here on the Sports Money Network. All right, a WNBA yesterday, a couple games as well we could talk about with Indiana and Chicago. Yeah, we had the under in that one. That was a winner here on the show. Hopefully you caught me on the WNBA 3-2 zone show. Gave out the same play over there, but did go under as Indiana crushed Chicago 92-70. And I did have the Golden State Valkyries on the WNBA preview show, and I think we had them right here, didn't we, yesterday? Yes. Golden State with the win, 72-59. Pretty good day. Pretty good day with a lot of these picks. Thank you for being a subscriber. Hopefully that gets everyone to re-up and keep on subscribing with me here. A lot of winners. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, I'll tell you when we're losing. We lost on that. We lost on the main card last night. That's what I lost on for sure. Okay, let's get to some of the. Let's do the commercial. Huh? We just talked about the premiums. Let's show you how to get it done over here real quick. Got to do it.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right. Appreciate it. And don't forget, you can catch me over at winnable.com/Ramon. Right there, you see it. For just 50 cents a day when you subscribe for 1 month at $19.95 and use the promo code STEAM to save 20%. That takes it down. And you can get those plays that I talked about. Man, it was a lot of winners here yesterday. Appreciate that. We'll get ready to go here on the show and start getting these previews going. We got full Major League Baseball card. Thank you to our top posters here currently. Blue, Cash Kane, Robert McCormick, Nuke Worker, Jermaine there as well in the chat. Really appreciate it. And who else is in there? Let me say hello to everyone. Make sure we got all the top posters covered here, including, want to make sure I get them all in there. Let me see here. Sifting through Laker Boy as well in there as part of the top commenters, including NYC Bar, Keith, Just Truth, Andrew G, and Abel's here as well. All right. There's Abel. He's got the Dodgers same game parlay there. D Money, nice to see you. Good morning. Hello. There's Laker Boy talking about Astros. And let's see what else here. There's Jermaine. He's here. And Irish King as well. Andrew G, hello. Twisted, hello. All right. That's good, everybody. Thank you again for joining me here. Let's just get started. No time to waste. We got all this winning. We're going to win so much. You're going to get tired of winning. So please, too much winning. All right. Let's get going here. Let's start off with Major League Baseball. And we have, here we go. Kansas City taking on Minnesota today to get us going. Man, I wanted to cover all the sports there with some of the golf today. We should have a real good shot here today at getting our winners in. So I know we have Tommy Fleetwood there trying to hold on today. I just want to mention that he was on our pick release sheet this week. We took 6 golfers. We have Fleetwood at 20-1. Going to be tough trying to hold off Scotty, but all right. Starting it off here in Major League Baseball today, and we've got Kansas City taking on Minnesota with Bergert on the mound here today. Bergert getting the start up against just officially announced a short time ago, or I say officially, but I see all the sports books and line services starting to list Jose Urena as the starter. For Bergert here, he comes in 1-1 with a 2.83 ERA, 1.1 whip, 177 batting average against, and 206 the BABIP. Good numbers, just 8 starts, 12 appearances, but you know what? That's not too bad for a short set of appearances so far. Urena, 3 starts. Minnesota is 2-1 with Urena on the mound. He's got a 5.24 ERA, 1.52 whip, 301 batting average against, and a 297 BABIP. So probably Kansas City got to think they have some advantages here a little bit today. They've won 9 of their last 13 games against Minnesota overall. Now, it's been tough for Kansas City in Minnesota over the last couple of years, but they usually do win at home. but right now they're the team with the momentum. Now Minnesota's lost 5 of their last 7 at home. They're just 4-2. They are 4-2 in their last 6 games overall. Kansas City's gone over in 5 of their last 6. Minnesota's gone over in 6 of their last 7. However, 11 of the last 13 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Let's go to the chat. There's definitely some mixed trends here, if you will, with today's game. So let's see how you have it in this one. Could this be the spot for Minnesota today? Even maybe Kansas City's kind of like got the trends a little bit in their favor right now with the way the Royals are playing. So I'm going to go to the chat. Let me see what you guys have. Kansas City 4 games back in the pennant chase. The Twins are still just 6.5 back, I say, of the Yankees in the wild card chase. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have from the chat. All right. Twins for Robert McCormick. Blues on the under. Cash Kane. Twins and under here. Kansas City for D Money. Jimmy's on the Royals here. NYC Bar on the under. Abel is on the under. Blue says Kansas City have the better pitcher. You know, I would say right now, I think Bergert is better than Urania. I mean, look, Jose Urania has been around the block. We've even seen him pitch in some pretty good runs, if you will. I mean, Urania's had major league success. Sometimes maybe he's a journeyman here at this point. Maybe he never even lived up to his expectations. Maybe that's kind of the case here. So I know the Sharps are going to the good Sharps, if you will, might favor Minnesota here. But, man, I don't know if I can do it. Current line is Kansas City minus $1.15 even. It's gone down a little bit. $1.20 is kind of the high water mark. Jimbo's on the over here. Kansas City team total under for Jermaine, but Keith likes their team total over. 9 Legacy is on the Kansas City run line today. So, all right, man, this one's a little bit tricky. It feels like to me, given those parameters, and I better just take the under here in this. I'm going to go under with Kansas City and Minnesota. I think for me, I'd rather trust in this type of situation. I know the teams are going over a little bit, maybe even shaky pitching here, but I'm going to, at 9.5, and this is a series that's been going under, I'm going to take the under. But I think I might be on the Royals, if you know what I mean. Jermaine says Urena's a little better at home for sure. Rishi's here. He's got the Twins. He's got the under with me. Okay, that'll work. I'll take the under. Okay, next up, got to start with an under. Reds and Pirates here with Zach Littell. He's on the road. He's favored, but we are seeing this one moving very close to a pick'em. Maybe a little bit of move to the Bucks here. Total is 8.5. Got to fix that. We're up. If it is 8, it's 8 over. I'll put 8 over 20 as the current line in this one with the Reds and the Pirates with Zach Littell and McBurrows here. Let's take a look at this one. See what you guys have with the Reds here on the road against Pittsburgh. For Zach Littell, here he comes in with a 3.46 ERA, 9-8 record, 109 the whip, 247 batting average against it, 254 BABIP. Littell's been pretty good. Got traded here to the Reds, and the Reds we know still have some pretty good momentum at this point for the Pirates and Burrows. He's 1-4 with a 4.45 ERA, 1.29 whip, 240 batting average against it, 277 BABIP. Not awful so far for Burrows. Feels like I've been on him at the wrong time, though, a little bit in some of these starts. Pirates are 5-8 with Burrows on the mound. The Reds have lost 4 of the last 5 games to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh still won 12 of their last 18 games overall coming in. The Reds have gone under in 9 of their last 11 games on the road. 6 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone under here in Pittsburgh. 7 of the last 9 overall between the two have gone under. Pittsburgh's gone under in 7 of their last 10 at home, although they have gone over in 6 of their last 9 games overall. Let's hear from you in this one with the Reds on the road taking on the Bucks. Here, we'll go to the chat and see what's up with you guys. Here we go. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh today. All right. It's going to be the Pirates here for blue, but Cash Cane's on the Reds. Good morning to Justin here today, and he likes the Reds in this one. Pirates for Robert. And Abel says Reds first 5. There's one more here. Robert's on the over. All right. So feels like that's it for the chat here in this one. And I'm going over here in this one with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Give me the over today at 8 over 12. You know what? I'm going to make it 8.5 under. There's enough 8.5 unders. And look, you can find 8 over. I'll go 8.5 under at minus 115 as my pick. So I'll go over and we'll make it 8.5 and give ourselves a little bit of a better price with that minus 105 or so. It feels like we can get in this one with the Reds and the Pirates today. All right, 2 games, 2 totals for me so far. And Jermaine, though, does like the under. Fernando likes the over, though. So, yeah, a lot of things going out there. All right. And Jermaine says Reds having these struggles here right now offensively. I don't want there's been such a good run for the Reds right now. You don't want it to want them to slide, but they were up against it anyways. They're still 3 games over 500, doing a great job. But currently 12 games back of Milwaukee here. And in the wild card chase currently, the Reds are 2.5 back of the Mets. Next up, the Marlins are taking on the Braves here with Quantrill going up against Wentz. Right now, Braves are favored $1.30 total, 8.5 over at maybe minus 115 or so here in this one. Let's take a look at the numbers for Quantrill. He's got a 5.21 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. He's 4-9 overall, 278 batting average against, and a 313 BABIP. You know, we mentioned the record of Quantrill at 4-9. The Marlins are 13-9 when Quantrill is on the mound. So you figure Quantrill, he gives it up early. If he gives it up early, the Marlins go on to lose. If he leaves a tight game, and occasionally not so tight, the Marlins come back and win once he's out of the game. Quantrill 8-14 to the under. Joey Wentz 4 starts. Braves have lost all 4 starts with Wentz on the mound. 5.34 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 253 batting average against. These guys both have a 5 ERA coming in. Miami comes in here still starting to slump a little bit. They've lost 5 of their last 7. They've also lost 4 of their last 6 games to Atlanta. Atlanta, though, has lost 12 of their last 18 games overall, and they've lost 12 of their last 17 games at home. It's been a rough ride for the Braves all season long, it feels like. Marlins have gone over in 6 of their last 8 games, but 6 of the last 8 games between these two teams have gone under. How are you going to play this one today between the Marlins and the Braves? Let's go to the chat and see what you have here. All right. I keep flubbing it up a little bit. I think I've been on, still riding with these Marlins. I mean, everything kind of points to the Marlins, but, they're still not world beaters necessarily. We know it's been a rough season for the Braves. They really haven't gotten it going at all, but they've had a little bit of winning yesterday or whatever, but 13 games back, 17 games under 500. The Marlins here are just 3 games under 500. Still doing an okay job, it feels like. It's going to be tough to not want to take the Marlins as a dog again. Let's see. Cash Kane is on the Marlins. Blue is on the Marlins. Justin says, take Profar. How about Profar to make one of the best catches of the season yesterday? That ball was clearly going to be a home run. I made fun of Profar because he almost got killed by a line drive while playing in the outfield last week, but he did make a spectacular catch yesterday. NYC Bar is on the Marlins, and 9 Legacy likes the over. Justin likes the Royals in that first game there. He also has it over. Irish King's on the over. Abel's on the Braves. Jermaine might take an under here. Team total over for Keith on the Marlins. And Robert says go under. Keith says we burned through these pens here this weekend. And I think that'll probably have to do it. I can't not take the Marlins again. Hey, if I lose this one again with the Marlins, hopefully it'll be a bunch of winners to make up for it. But right now, I'm going to take the Marlins. D money on the under here in this one. The widely reported steam did come in on the under. And like I said, my concern is that, we've got 2 pitchers with 5 ERAs going here in this one. And also, I mean, it's not like for whatever reason, these bullpens are kind of mired in the middle a little bit. Atlanta's got a bullpen ERA of 4, and so does Miami. They're both about 4, just a tick over 4. All right, the Astros are taking on the Yankees here with Jason Alexander. On the mound, he's up against Max Fried. For Fried, just a 2.78 ERA, 12-4 record. The Yankees are 15-8 with Fried on the mound, 107 whip, 218 batting average against. For Alexander, 4 starts. So Astros are 3-1 in those 4 starts this season. They got some breaking steam here right now. It's on the Padres. Padres are taking the steam here this morning. So Padres were about, let me see here, $1.35-ish, and they're going up here right now. The Padres are taking the steam here this morning at now $1.40, maybe even $1.45 now. Padres taking the action here. All right. Continuing on, though, with the Astros, Alexander, 1.61 whip, ERA close to 6, 277 batting average against, and a 3.10 BABIP. Not great numbers for sure, but, for the Astros, they've actually dropped 10 of their last 15. They're just 2-10 in their last 12 games against the Yankees. Yankees have dropped 6 of their last 8, however. Houston's gone over in 5 straight. Yankees have gone over in 6 of their last 9. Houston's gone over in 6 of their last 7 on the road. The Yankees have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games at home. The widely reported steam, however, has come in on the under. We're looking at 9 under 20 for sure. The Yankees are a $2 favorite. Let's go to the chat and see here in this one. Look, Houston, fighting its way along here. What can you say right now? Houston currently in position at top the division lead here, and the Yankees are just inside the playoff bubble on the wild card, a half a game ahead of the Guardians. Let's go to the chat here with Houston and the Yankees today and hear from you, the crew in the chat. Oh. Okay. Jermaine says that these guys are going against their worst. I think NYC bar was leaning under. Here's 9 legacy Yankees money line. Blue is on the over here. Andrew G says 210. Is that too much? Is it too little? I mean, we are dealing with a Houston team that still has a pretty good standing. Pardon me. A Judge for a home run. Astros on the run line here. Nobody's liking this too. Everybody's thinking the 210 here. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you, Jim. Astros money line here for Laker Boy. I think Andrew likes an over here. That steam came in on the under. I think Blue's on the over. Abel's on the under. Robert says take Houston here. Johnny Walker has a nerfy in this one, and D Money. Astros on the run line. So look, a lot of I don't say it was it faith in Alexander. Is it fading of Fried here a little bit? I don't know. It does seem like a wish for a loss when you're going against Fried right now. Yeah, the Astros are good, and I know that. Man, I'm sure good bettors are going to want to be on the Astros here. I kind of want to be too. Alexander, they are hanging in here with them. The numbers are bad though, bad, and the Astros will have to fight probably to come back here. It feels like a little bit today, but I want to take them with you guys. It seems like everybody's on the Astros. You guys are going to talk me off this Yankees run line, I think, over to the Astros run line. Man. All right, I'll do it. I'm with you guys. Let me get Houston on the run line here today. I mean, I'm riding with the chat a little bit. I think my feelings are. I think the numbers point to the Yankees. I'm gonna say the chat's gonna be right here in this one. I see Fernando there on the Yankees. I respect that, man. I'm going with the Astros. I think there's too many on the chat wanting the Astros today, and I don't necessarily disagree with the number. I'm surprised you guys are kind of like 210. It looks like you're saying 210. What are we doing? But Fried is pretty awesome. We know. All right, I'll just leave it at that. Next up, the Athletics are taking on the O's here, and you have Morales here. He's making his first major league start. Now he's been around in the league here, or pitched a little bit. Is it one game so far? Let me see what the deal is here. I was looking at him last night, and Luis Morales here, Cuban major leaguer, set to make his first major league start. 2 innings in his major league debut. And then I think they sent him back down is what happened here. So you do have Morales here. I want to make sure I get the numbers right here a little bit. Give me just one moment. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be an opener for the most part. Now, he could go more than an inning. I would say Morales could go more than an inning. Here's the way I see it in this one. Now, has pitched a little bit deeper in the minor leagues, but I would think we might see some pardon me, some Beto Yep, that's just what we're going to – Morales and Beto is what it feels like. Okay, Morales 4.5 ERA. I'm not too worried about it. Just one appearance so far. Povich, 2-6 record, 5.25 ERA, 1.45 the WHIP. So, the A's have traded some, they traded some pitchers. So they have moved a few more guys into the situation here. We know they're not going anywhere, not doing much, but, we know the A's have been, one of the best teams to bet on, it feels like, even though they're still 10 units down this season. We know the Yankees have given up a bunch of units as well. Here we go. I guess I'm going to have to go to the chat mostly in this one. Athletics have won 10 of their last 15. They've won 7 of their last 9 on the road. The Orioles have been okay at home, winning 6 of their last 8, although they've dropped 6 of their last 9 games overall. They do have with Povich here. A's have gone under in 8 of their last 11 games. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here. Right now, Baltimore is down to $1.30, and the total is a 9 over 20. It feels like here right now, definitely a move. The widely reported steam. Wow, you guys. Widely reported steam did come in on the over here. All right, let's make sure we got these numbers right. This is a game. I mean, we shouldn't even be bothering. I shouldn't be getting all hot and bothered here with this Athletics and Orioles game, the way things are going. But let me go to the chat here and save me a little bit on this one. All right, and we're going to got to go back here. All the way back to Justin. He's got the A's in this one. He's Jermaine A's team total over. Justin also liking that A's team total as well. NYC bars on the A's here. A lot of A's support. Keith A's first 5. Abel A's first 5. Just all A's here pretty much. A's run line for 9 legacy. Good morning to Wine Time today. Have a great show. Thank you. Orioles here. This is for Jimmy. Orioles. Blue is on the over here. Johnny Walker says take over 1.5 runs in the first inning. Robert was on the A's money line. Andrew says BTTS in this one. And Andrew says, the A's do have some hitters, no doubt. In that lineup, man, they've got boppers. All right, I got to make my call here in this one, and with the A's and the O's, and maybe a little bit of a discount here. I don't know, on the Orioles or so, it feels like. I'm going to take Baltimore today as my play here on the Morning Steam Show. Cash Kane liking the over as well. All right, let's move on. Let's move on from that one. That was a disaster. All right, next up, the Angels are taking on the Tigers with Kohanowitz here against Mize in this one. Let's take a look. For Kohanowitz here, he comes in with a 5.85 ERA in 21 starts and a 3-9 record. Angels are 11-10 with Kohanowitz on the mound, so another one where Kohanowitz doesn't necessarily keep them in the game. They actually come back a lot of times and win despite Kohanowitz. Now for Mize, he's 10-4, 3.5 ERA, 13-6 record. Good run support for Mize, that's for sure. But I know it's going to be hard for anyone to want to kind of support a $2 price with the Tigers here. It's down to 185 at least. That's a discount. Make no mistake. 185 here right now, and the total 9 over 20. Maybe 9 over 15, 9 over 20. So there it is. Tigers, a little bit of a discount here, at least with these guys right now. Mize, a 3.5 ERA, 1.28 whip. 300 BABIP, though. Detroit comes in having lost 4 of their last 6, but the Angels have lost 6 of their last 9. Angels are just 3-7 overall here in Detroit. Angels are just 1-4 in their last 5 on the road. Tigers have gone over in 5 straight. Angels have gone over in 9 of their last 11. Detroit's gone over in 6 of their last 7 at home, and 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Let's see what you guys want to do here in this one with the Halos here and the Tigers today. Tigers, of course, on top in the division standings. Angels probably think they still have a shot. 6 games back of the wild card. It's going to be difficult, but all right, let's go to your guys here. See what you have in the chat. Chat All-Stars say, I think Cash Cane might be on the over. Here's Jermaine -2 for the Tigers. Justin's on the over here, NYC Bar. Tigers on the run line. Tigers -2.5 here for Blue. How about Carpenter to stay hot here over in his total bases for Justin? Laker boy, Angels to smash them again. They got it done yesterday. Hey, we were riding. Jermaine here, maybe 8-4. Angels for Cash Cane. Abel says this looks like an over series. Doesn't it, Abel? No doubt. Abel says Tigers and over. Robert's on the Angels here at that price. And Andrew says, got to take the Angels here. And Cash Cane says, yes, over all day the way these two are going right now. With maybe poor pitching here a little bit as well. All right, man. All right, I'll make my call here. I'm actually going to take the Tigers here today on the run line against these Angels. I know the Angels, man, they've been good. I've been on the Angels as much as anybody. I'm on the Tigers run line today. All right, let me just get one more moment here. All right, how am I doing? I had to blow my nose there on that one. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being patient with me here today. All right. Hey, how about the Brewers here? How am I looking here? Brewers here with Quinn Priester. Was that price is even too high there. I mean, they're $1.20 here a little bit, and total 8, probably 8 over 15. But man, the Brewers, I guess the books might be just giving the money away here, it feels like, with the Brewers right now. I mean, yeah, the Mets, I get it. Here you got Mania. Maybe you can deal. These Brewers are on fire. You don't need me to tell you anymore. We've been rolling with the Brewers, haven't we? I know the Brewers are going to be popular today with handicap. Remember, Quinn Priester doesn't lose. His numbers are solid. 16 starts, 11-2 record this season. Now, in his starts, they are just 10-6, 3.15 ERA, 6-10 to the under for Priester, 1.19 WHIP, 228 batting average against. It's been good news with Priester. For Mania here, 3.52 ERA, just 4 starts so far, 0.95 WHIP, 209 batting average against. No doubt. I mean, Mania maybe could be the guy to slow this Brewers train down here a little bit. Guess that's what the odds makers are saying. The Mets have lost 6 straight games. The Brewers have won 8 straight games right now. Mets have lost 15 of their last 20 games here in Milwaukee. They've lost 14 of the last 20 to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's so hot. They've gone over in 9 of their last 11 games coming in, but the widely reported steam did come in on the under in this game. Let's see what you think. The steam came in on Milwaukee, I believe, is what they said. But again, and there was no doubt the Mets even came in a little bit high-priced, I thought there. But let's see what you have in this one. Come on. I mean, Here we go. I think I missed a couple there. Andrew was on the Angels. I'm looking for this one here. Okay. Here we go, Fernando on his Brewers. I like the Brewers to win the World Series at this point. Cash Kane says Mets here, reverse run line. Take them today to cool them down. D-Money, Brewers all day. Brewers team total over NYC bar. Here's Keith Just Truth. He's on a Nerfy here. And Justin says he's going to take the Mets, but he did have the Brewers to win the series. He's already won, he said there. And
Final.
Will we see a little bit different here lineup today with some of the injury information? Nuke says, will the Brewers even lose? Will they even ever lose, right? And we've been talking about it. All right, we do have a little bit of breaking news here today. Just lineup news, nothing too alarming. But Bobby Witt Jr. will be out of the lineup today for the Royals in their game. We've already talked about it with Kansas City and Minnesota. You got one of the hottest players right now, Bobby Witt Jr., 65 RBIs this season, hitting over 280. He's out of the lineup today for the Royals. We mentioned we're already on the under in that game, but Bobby Witt Jr. is not in the starting lineup. Robert's on the under here in the Milwaukee game. The Brewers, they're exciting, man. The Brewers are playing so good. Abel's on the under. And the Mets just couldn't get it done yesterday is what Cash Kane says. Nuke says, look at this record. 47-16 right now. Jermaine says Brewers team total, alternate team total over. Johnny Walker likes them in the first 5 here today. All right, man. All right, I'm going to come in on the total here in this one. I'm on the under for sure with the Mets and the Brewers. Is every game this like Mets and Brewers 3-2, 3-2, 2-1, 4-3, 2-1, 2-4-2? Every game, low scoring, well played game, but you're right. The Mets might not finishing off their innings, I guess is the way to put it. All right, next up, we've got the Guardians taking on the White Sox here. And the Guardians, here we are again, talking about another discount for the Guardians because someone loves to bet the White Sox and their 42-75 record. They've been doing it for days here, just making huge discounts for the Guardians. Maybe one of these years, though, the White Sox are going to win the game. I mean, they got to give the Sharps some of their money back. I'll put it at $1.35, I guess, but it's a little bit lower than that pretty much everywhere. There's a few $1.37s out there, I guess. Slade Ciccone. On the mound, the total, I'm going to put it 9 under 20, I think now. Here we go. The Slade Ciccone World Tour continues here. He's got a 5-4 record, 3.72 ERA, 1.19. The whip, 240 batting average against. Cleveland's got some decent pitching. I think Ciccone, I think he might be okay in the future. We already know they're obviously using him pretty heavy here. Davis Martin here, 3-9 record. He's got that 4.11 ERA, 1.28 whip, 261 batting average against. White Sox are 4-12 with Martin on the mound. The widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. Like I said, up to 9 under 20, so see how you have it. Cleveland has won 12 of the last 13 games against the White Sox, so maybe the Sharps are betting them down because they're due. Come on, the due factor. You got to go with the due factor. Cleveland's won 9 of the last 10 here in Chicago. White Sox have dropped 6 straight. They've lost 5 of their last 7 at home. 8 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams have gone under, but the White Sox have gone over in 6 of their last 9. Let's see how you have it here in this one. I think Cleveland, I think cappers are still going to take Cleveland. Like I said, I don't know who is taking Washington at this point. I mean, Chicago at this point, but either someone is or the bookmakers are like, hey, let's just lower the price so the public can take Cleveland. I never can get that, but big money talks at a lot of these books, and you have whales on, sometimes the whale money wins out and you get a great price for us Joe Blows that are just trying to pick and choose and make a living. Let's take a look at this one though with you guys. I mean, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be like a consensus play. I mean, okay. Guardians money line for Justin. Here's Jermaine. He's taking a -3 runs. Blues on the under. And Cash Kane says, it's a TRARP. NYC bars on the Guardians on the run line. Sacconi's doing the good job here. Here's a Sox money line player. See, people like Cash Kane keeping it real. Guardians here for Abel. Now Keith Just Truth ready to go under without Witt in there, I think he's saying. And Guardians money line here for Bobby Mack. I mean, come on. I don't know if I can get off these guys here at this point. All right, I'm going to take the over in this one as my play on the show. You know what I mean. You know where I'm headed in the premium land already. So let me give out the over here. No secrets. Mets can't drive anybody in. They're not clutch. Maybe they should bunt more, right? Who had the terrible bunt last night? Was it the Red Sox that couldn't bunt last night against my Padres? Jimmy says, cancel the season. Let's talk women's basketball. Phillies and Rangers here with Brian Wheeler. Now, this is interesting. You got Wheeler here on the road. Look, you got Wheeler. I mean, that's all you need to know, right? But we're still going up against these hot Rangers here, right? So Wheeler, 9-5, 2.64 ERA. Phillies are 14-8 with Wheeler on the mound. 0.91 whip, 198 batting average again. So you got Wheeler. I mean, that's what you got. And you got the Phillies still. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with these Phillies, but this is a good series. They were able to come back and get that win yesterday against the Rangers bullpen a little bit. Rangers are not exactly in the playoff chase here. I mean, a playoff inside. They're 2.5 back here still. So it's uphill. It's an uphill climb. It's an uphill climb. Philadelphia here right now leading their division, of course. They've won a couple in a row here over the Rangers now. This price is high, but they're having a good weekend, are the Phillies for sure. Philadelphia's won 5 straight against Texas, even though this has always been kind of a disaster for Philadelphia. The Rangers, remember, I think they'd won 10 straight at home against the Phillies over the last few years, but the Phillies are getting the better of them here now. Rangers have actually lost 8 of their last 12. Phillies have won 5 of their last 6, 6-3 in their last 9 games on the road. Texas has won still 12 of their last 16 games overall at home. What do you think here when Philly takes on the Rangers today? Let's go to the chat and see what you have. The Rangers are only minus $1.35 on the run line. That's where I might end up. Let me get the chat all-stars here and see if they can help me out here a little bit. Phillies money line and team total over there. All right. Next up. Whoops. And we got the Rangers here for Cash Kane on the money line. Keith Just Truth went Cleveland and under in that game back there. Phillies first 5 for Jermaine. Rangers money line for Blue. Gotcha. And Mets, Guardians, Rangers money line here for 9 legacy. Bobby Max on the over here. Rangers running line for Abel. Rangers running. The running line. Sounds like after a bad night of Mexican food. All right. Cash Kane's worried about Wheeler and some injuries here. Justin's on the Rangers here in this one. I'm just going to take him on the run line. They lost ended up losing yesterday's game 3-2. I still feel the line is too high for the Phillies, given the fact the Rangers are, still competitive. Remain concerned about Wheeler too, I think here. Here's Justin says Corey Seager to go over in his total bases. Keith likes the Rangers too. It just feels like they're not, maybe they're just not matched up well, it feels like. All right. Hey, we got a little bit of steam coming in right now. It's on the Sunday night game, so let me get that information out. Over is moving right now. Cubs in St. Louis tonight with Imanaga and Gray. We're seeing this total here move up to 8 under, maybe even under 15 here at this point. Seeing a little bit of a move here. We're mostly moving to 8s, it feels like, in Cubs in St. Louis. It was 7.5 over at a lot of books, and now they're starting to shift to 8 under if they didn't already. We'll get to that one in just a moment. Okay, next, let's keep it moving here right now and go to the matchup between the Washington Nationals and the San Francisco Giants. This one could almost get kicked to the curb the way the Giants are going, but let's cover it here right now with Mackenzie Gore. 4.29 ERA. Gore is fading fast. He's getting tired, and man, it hasn't been good for Gore. He's 4-12 this season. The Nationals are 8-15 with Gore. No, the Nats are having a terrible year, but 1.36 whip, 341 BABIP for Gore. For Justin Verlander, well, he's 1-8 with a 4.29 ERA. Giants are 5-14 with Verlander on the mound. You can't be impressed by this price. It does make it a little bit tough. I mean, north of $1.50 on that widely reported steam. So, there's a little bit of, it's scary. It's a scary proposition. Verlander hasn't been great, but let's see what you have here. 19 starts. They are 5-14 are the Giants with Verlander on the bump. Washington's lost 8 of their last 10. The Giants have lost 9 of their last 10 at home, but they've won 4 out of their last 6 games. Washington's dropped 5 of their last 7 here in San Francisco. 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under here right now all of a sudden. Washington's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games. Let's see. Let's just move quickly through this one and get the picks in. And got a couple of clunkers here for sure. Starting to get some separation, right, on some of these games. We'll be losing some of these games on the weekends here in a few weeks. All right, we've got Cash Kane is on the Giants. NYC Bars on the over. Bobby Max talking soccer action here today. And let's see what we got with Justin on the Giants team total over. And this one's tough, right? I'm seeing some passing, it feels like. And Zoe Faye says, watch out. You've got some win today. Giants for Robert. And San Francisco team total over here in this one. And no one wants to take the under here, but the series isn't actually producing a lot of runs. You guys talk about the weather. San Francisco first 5 for Irish King and team total over here. Well, I don't know what I can do here. I'm going to take the Giants on the money line, if you'll pardon me here in this. I don't know how else I can frame it. I mean, I guess I don't want Washington. I don't I don't. So I apologize. I'm just take this huge favorite. Couple of gas cans, says Jermaine. But you know what? It seems like the trouble is the scoring here in this series a little bit, right? All right. Yeah, I'm going to lay $1.50. What can you do with this one? Another clunker here a little bit with the Rockies. Taking on the D-backs here. You got the D-backs at 250 with Fott on the mound. Total has gone up here to 9 over at minus 120. So, there's a move to the over for sure in this game. And maybe why not? I don't know. We won it yesterday with the over. It just seems to get there in the end right now. You got Tanner Gordon here. He's got a 6.5 ERA. Fott's got an ERA of 5. Both these guys, Gordon, 6 starts, 375 BABIP. Fott, 304 BABIP. These guys are out of control. Colorado's lost 6 straight. Arizona's lost 5 of their last 7. We tried to go with Arizona yesterday, but they couldn't get it done on the run line. They're not playing that well. Colorado's lost 6 of their last 7 on the road. They've dropped 5 of 6 to Arizona. 11 of the last 16 games for Arizona have gone under, but Colorado's gone over in 7 of their last 8 games. We don't have to spend too much time on this one, guys. Let's go to the chat. Rockies and Diamondbacks. Arizona's gone under in 5 of their last 7 at home. Still want to take Arizona, it feels like. I'm just going to take them again, I think. You guys are making plays, though, here. I think Jermaine's going over 11 maybe in this one. And Irish King says Arizona first 3, Arizona first 5. Diamondbacks over here for Justin. And NYC Bar is on the Diamondbacks on the money line. That's fine. I don't mind. And Cash King was on but he's switching to the Diamondbacks today. I'm still going Diamondbacks here. I'm using the total as a premium. You know that. I'm still going to go with the Diamondbacks here on the run line. Jermaine says, a line like this, it's got to go over, and Robert's on the over as well. Abel says, Arizona run line. Just go over in Arizona, says Keith Just Truth. Blue says you could parlay maybe Arizona with the Yankees. I think that's what he's saying there. All right. I'm moving on here right now with the Rays taking on the Mariners. And you've got Hauser going here for the Rays, the acquisition here late in the campaign on the trade, but you do have here also Brian Wu, the $1.90 here for Wu. In fact, I'm showing the current line is down to $1. Maybe we'll leave $1.90 up there. 7.5 under at minus 120 here in this one. So look, good acquisition here by the Rays to get Hauser. His numbers are solid. 2.54 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 264 batting average against, and his teams are 8-4 so far this season. The Rays kind of picked him up here. Try to help them here. It does feel like for the Rays, it's starting to get away if it hasn't already. 5.5 back of the wild card, even behind Kansas City now, behind Texas, and for Seattle, they continue to lead. They continue to be in a good position in the wild card here, 2.5 games clear. So let's see how you have it here with Wu on the mound. 3.02 ERA, 0.93 WHIP, 9-6 record. Bears are just 11-11 with Wu. The bullpen's kind of let them down a little bit here, but see what you have in this one. Feels like Seattle maybe they maybe had a little bit of funky offense here of late. I got all those sluggers, but they don't win them all, huh? I think that's what it kind of feels like. So let's see here. I got some technical issues over here with one of the steam machines over here, if you know what I mean. So let me try to get this going here. I apologize for that. Okay, Seattle's won 6 straight. Right now, they've won 6 of their last 7 at home against Tampa. Tampa's lost 13 of 16 on the road. They've lost 12 of 16 overall. So they were in position there for a while, but it does feel like now that Tampa is having a few issues here at this point. All right, let's go to the chat, though, in this one. It feels simple enough, but I want to hear from you. Seattle's gone over in 5 of their last 7 games overall. I'm probably going to go to the total in this one. I might be using a premium here. Hopefully you caught me on the Cover the Spread show. I previewed this game. Let's see what you got. Blue says Seattle moneyline parlay with Arizona and New York. Andrew says it's hard to fade the Wooster. Seattle's 9 legacy. Seattle on the run line here. Under for NYC bars. SF Niners here taking a little Liverpool action today. Nice to have you here, SF Niner. He says, "How do I make my name green?" Well, you got to be, I think, on a computer to go to that and make the purchase on the YouTube. I think it's a monthly membership of $4.99, and I think Mikey does offer some benefits to subscribers here on the Sports Money Network. I think there's some plays that come in there, so appreciate it, SF Niner. You're always good with us. Here's B Woo over on his K's. Robert's on the under in this one. All right, I think that's going to do it here for Tampa and Seattle. Here in this one, man, I think I'm going over. Let me just check the market action. Right, I hate when I speak up too fast and then I'm like, oh, my computer said this. All right, I'm going over in this one with Tampa and Seattle. Even with Hauser and Wu. Good morning to Old E today. SF Diner says, what happened to the we're coming up next on Boston. And by the way, let me get back to that, make a joke here real quick. No, SF Diner, we didn't do the Boston game. It's the Padre game, by the way. Hey, smash the like button, everybody. And let's go on. Let's move on. Let's go to that game. Let's go to my Padres. Take it. Hey, I had the Padres yesterday, and I had the Red Sox on the first day. I think I got a beat on this series here with the Padres are favored at home. Now, this has been the thing. I've kind of been just playing the line in this series a little bit. And look at this. Cease is $1.40. The steam came in too on the Padres. It's even a little bit higher. I'll call it $1.45, and the total here is 8 under 20. We're even starting to see some 7.5s here, maybe graded to the over. The widely reported steam did come in on the under. Let's call it 7.5 over 20, shall we? We shall. Okay, let's take a look here with the good series here. It feels like tied at 1 right now. Bello 8-5 with a 3.03 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 2.45 batting average against, and a 2.79 BABIP. For Dylan Cease, a 4-10 record for a team that's 10 games over 500. Padres are 12-11 with Cease on the mound. So Cease, not much run support early, gets involved in some games with some good pitchers. He's got a 4.6 ERA, which hasn't been great, but he's kind of perked it up here again a little bit. 2.38 batting average against for the Padres here right now. Padres have won 10 of their last 13. Red Sox have won 8 of their last 10. Boy, I would love to see a World Series with these two teams. Boston's got over in 5 straight. They've lost 4 of their last 6 to the Padres. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6 on the road as well. Padres have gone over in 5 of their last 7, and they've gone over in 4 of their last 5 here at home. Let's go to the chat. See what you have here with the Padres. My Padres against the Sox. The Sox. I think we might see some dealing here, but let's see what you guys have in this one. Chat All-Stars. All right. SF Niners on Paulini today. And here's Nate. He says it's a Red Sox game. And let's see here. Boston money line for SF Niner. NYC Bar is on the Boston run line. Blue is on the over here in this one. And SF Niner says fade Cease. Yeah, I know there's been a lot of that, but man, but look, Padres didn't trade Cease for a reason. They definitely want him in this rotation here right now, and he is starting to pick it up here. Padres run line for 9 legacy. Abel's got Cease under. All right, and we're playing some soccer here today. All right, hey, well, I guess I got to make my call here in this one, and oh man, let me see here. What is a Red Sox run line? I can't get involved with that, right? At minus $1.75 plus 1.5. All right. Well, I guess that settles it for me. I got to be on the under with these guys. I feel like I'm using a premium here, but I think the line's just a little bit tough for me right now. I'm going to go under, but I feel like this is a play that I probably should be using as a premium. But I'm kind of in nowhere land on the side here. Padre price is a little too high. Can't take Red Sox on the run line. Money line might be the way to go with the Red Sox here, I'll admit. No doubt at this increased price here. I trust Cease more than everybody else, I think. All right. And let's see here. You know what? I don't think we did a credible job in the breakdown of the NFL. There were some things we could have looked at here, Jermaine, yes, from the games yesterday. We kind of brushed over them, but certainly Shedeur Sanders, he was the player of the day. I don't care, except for the kicker on Jacksonville, of course, with the 70-yard field goal. That was the play of the day. And there were some other moments. I lost on the show here with I don't have any problem admitting that. I just thought that putting Sanders in there for an extended time. Look, I said I want to root for Sanders. I want him to be the man. And I think we saw that, right? That was a great job by Sanders in that game. And I think that was the other day. That's why we didn't talk about it, right? But I was happy that Sanders did well. SF Niners says, what about the Philly game? I'm going Texas run line, I guess, on that one. So, but great point there. If Shedeur said, maybe he can say, maybe he will be the man. I think he was a man. I did talk about the show yesterday about his humility a little bit, and I thought that was great. Okay, let's move on though. Here we got Toronto and the Dodgers tonight with Lauer going up against Tyler Glasnow in this one. Another good game, good matchup. I mean, look, we saw yesterday's game. Dodgers ended up crushing the Blue Jays, and it's not a great spot for the Blue Jays in LA here, and even against Glasnow here. Look, we've been riding high with Toronto a little bit, but I don't know. It feels like a roadblock. At least Lauer's got some strong numbers. We know that. 2.59 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, 206 batting average against, 252 BABIP. Lauer is 7-2 this season. Blue Jays are 9-3 with Lauer on the mound. Dodgers here with Glasnow are up to $1.90 or so. Maybe a little. Let's call it $1.80. And the total is 8.5 over 20. All right. Let's take a look here at these two. Glass now 3.06 ERA, 10 starts, just a 1-1 record. These two pitchers are combined 7-14 to the under right now, but the Dodgers sure put up a big number yesterday. Dodgers have won 4 of their last 6. Toronto's lost 4 of 5 to the Dodgers. Are also just 2-6 here at Chavez Ravine. Blue Jays have gone over in 4 of their last 5 on the road. Dodgers have gone under in 12 of their last 15 games. Where are we headed in this toughie? It feels like here, especially with the Dodgers at almost $2. I'm sure that might be good enough to take Toronto for a lot of folks here. I just have some worries about Toronto in this particular series. They've been awesome. We know that. But I'm a little not – I don't know if I'm confident necessarily in Toronto here today. Let's go to the chat and see how you have it here. I might let me get your place. Here we go. It's going to be got some steam coming in right here in the first NFL preseason game right now. The Bears were 3-point favorites. They are down to -2 here at this point. Bears -2 total. We already know is up to 37 in that one. We're seeing these totals go up for some reason. Here we go. Nuke is on Lauer with this price for sure. And Jermaine says, got to take the Jays here. Here's a Nerfy for Keith Just Truth. And NYC Bar on the Dodgers here. Trevor's on the over in this one. Still have 2 good pitchers here, but Nine Legacy says Dodgers on the run line. I want to say hello and welcome to NC Lone Wolf. I don't know if that's North Carolina Lone Wolf. Maybe it's NC's initials, but I want to thank NC Lone Wolf. He's eligible for the pick package as well at the end because he commented, but thank you, NC Lone Wolf. It's very nice to have you here making a pick with us as a member of the chat. All-Stars, he says Toronto's not scoring runs, but really just want to thank him for his comment. Haven't seen him in there. Really appreciate it. Abel's on the Dodgers. AOD is here today. Thank you to AOD. Appreciate it. And Robert says, Glass now under in his outs today. And Andrew says Jays on the run line here. Maybe that is the answer. Abel's on Glasnow on his K-prop. All right, man, I guess that's it for the chat all-stars here in this one. I'm on the over here, gang. I'm taking the over today with the Jays. I know 2 good pitchers here for sure. Give me the over with Toronto and the Dodgers at 8.5. All right, that's from Mr. Under. Don't forget. Let's go to Sunday Night Baseball. Cubs and Cardinals. Imanaga taking on Sonny Gray in this one. It might be a decent pitching matchup on paper here. You got Imanaga, 3.12 ERA, 217 batting average against, a 2.26 BABIP. Cubs are favored here on the road. $1.20, $1.25 total is it's going down for sure. Steam came in on the over, but the total's gone down. Maybe, just maybe, here, Sunday night unders have been a thing here for sure. The Sunday night fade, too, has been a thing. The road team on Sunday nights, or the Sunday night travel, I think, has been what the trend has been. I've never liked that one too much. It's too specific for me because plenty of teams play some night games on getaway day. I know there's a lot of day game, right? We know it's Thursdays, right? Also a little bit, but there's a little bit of something to it, right? You're playing the TV hype game maybe there. Well, let's go see what you have here in this one with the Cubs and the Cards. Sonny Gray, 10-5 record. You know, the Cardinals are 17-6 with Sonny Gray on the mound, despite a 4.21 ERA. I don't know how to explain it. He's got a 3.30 BABIP, so, you know, Gray's not been great, but they win with Gray. Cubs have won 5 of the last 7 against St. Louis. St. Louis dropped 5 of their last 7 at home. Cubs have gone over in 5 of their last 6 games on the road. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Let's go to the chat. Cubs and Cards tonight, Sunday Night Baseball. And that'll do it for the baseball segment. Let me get your plays and see what I'm on here in this one. I think we're mostly down to 7.5. I might just move it to 7.5 over, it feels like. And again, I mean, the Sunday night under is a little bit of a thing too. Here we go with the chat. Cards money line for SF Niner. Blues on the Nerfy. Cubs on the run line. Or maybe it's Cubs on the run. Cubs here for Abel. Jim's on the under. SF Niner says Cubs run line here. Maybe, or he's asked you a question about it. Cardinals here for Bobby Mack. At home with Gray. Man on the run. How about Band on the run? All right. I think that's going to do it for me here in this one. Man, that steam came in on the over. I know we've had a bunch of unders on Sunday night baseball. You know, Cubs. This is there's intrigue making me hesitate here a little bit. Look, the Cardinals are 4.5 games back here right now. They need this one for sure, but I'm going to take the Cubs here tonight. That does it for the baseball segment. We're doing pretty okay on time. Let's move to the NFL preseason, shall we? And take a look here. The Dolphins and the Bears. Look at this line here. This is when I typed it in late last night after the shows. It may have gone up then. I don't know but here it's now 2-37 right now with the Dolphins and the Bears. So move to the dog, move to the over. Like you said, right now, I believe the overs are 12-3 so far here in the preseason, and the underdogs, I believe, are want to say, is it 10-4, 11-4, I think is what they said. The one game we're not putting in there is that game that ended early, and it looked like that was going to be an under for sure as well. That was going to be an under. I think it was 17-10 at the time. But so far it's been pretty solid dogs and under in NFL preseason. Broad brush. So let's see what you got here in this one with the Dolphins taking on the Bears. We do want to throw in a little bit of analysis here. Look, when it comes to the preseason, a lot of people don't want to bet it. They say you can't bet it. You don't know who's it. I just went 5-0 in my premium picks yesterday here on Sports Money. We had a big week in NFL preseason. Okay, here comes little late to the party, but here comes that steam on the KC Minnesota game. We gave you the under, and then Bobby Witt Jr. was announced out of the lineup. But right now, the steam just came in. Kansas City and Minnesota. We're seeing it down to 9 over 15 right now. It looks like here with Kansas City and Minnesota. That's a low water mark here, but steam to the under for sure in that one. All right. So let's see. Like we said, we want to cover a little bit of personnel, but you just got to trust me. That's what you got to do. And trust me, I've got the winners here. But half kidding. We'll tell you a few of the players. I'll go through. I mean, we could spend 10 minutes on NFL preseason. I'll go over all the players with you, but it's boring. We don't have time for that. I'll mention a few. So today you're going to have some Zach Wilson, some Quinn Ewers in there for the Dolphins. For the Bears, you got Mr. Preseason, Tyler Badgett in there, Case Keenum as well. You could even, I think we're going to get down to Austin Reed a little bit there. I really like the Dolphins in this running game. I think is my favorite part of it, especially today. I would think with Madison in there, I think you might see Madison have a strong performance. Also, Ollie Gordon would probably be one of my top guys on the Dolphins here today. So, but let's see what you have here if you want to play in the NFL. 2 games. This one goes off at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific time here in this one. All right, I'm going to the chat here in the NFL. 2 games today. And like I said, not everyone's going to take on some NFL. Want to say a special hello and welcome to Lamont Williams. Really appreciate it, Lamont, stopping by, saying hi. Even if you're Lamont's avatar is not sideways. The room was sideways. Thank you, Lamont. Appreciate you commenting. And Keith Just True says, I look like an Ozzy fan. I would say I was more of an Iron Maiden fan than an Ozzy fan. If that makes any sense. NYC Bars on the Bears.
Final.
All right. And ready for some Chargers action, says FS Niner. Robert's on these Dolphins here, right? Taking those points. Keith on the Chargers. D Money's on the Dolphins here. Blues on the over a little bit. Maybe D Money's on the Chargers. And that might be it from you guys here in this one. I'll try to make the right call because I want to keep going on the premium plays, guys. I want to give you guys the winner too. I don't think I wasn't terrible on the morning steam picks yesterday, right? Let's see, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2, 6-2. Imagine that, 6-2 in the morning steam plays where you have to give out a play. 5-0 with the sides. That's 11-2. I didn't pick every game. We also mentioned yesterday, right? We were on the show. I'm like, I kind of like Giants first half. Remember, I picked the Giants eventually, but I was like, kind of want to go Giants first half. That one also. I think we had a loser or 2 in there. I tried the Niners. Everybody knew the Broncos were going to kill them, but. And we had Houston. That was the other kind of loser there. I had the over as a high roller pick there. Lost that one. Okay. Hey, I got to make my call here. Enough goofy footing around here with these two. I'm probably just going to take the Dolphins with you guys, I think. Here, I might have to. Give me the Dolphins. I'll take them. You guys are kind of on them. I like that move here. You'd think a guy with a great record would be a little bit more confident, but this game's I'm not sure. I don't think we'll have any super premium. Yeah, you never know. I'm going to go through it one more time. Okay, let's take a look. Uh-oh. No, that's okay. We already won all those games. We don't need yesterday's record anymore.
Final.
D-Money says go over in both games today. Everybody says, Ramon, talk about your Chargers here against the Saints. The Saints are not favored anymore. I think the Chargers are favored now, to be honest. Chargers are now a 2-point favorite, if that tells you anything. Chargers are now favored in the game. Hello, Chargers. Look, like I said, you got Jim Harbaugh here. They take things a little bit seriously, even in the preseason. The total is up to 38 here in this one. So, look, Harbaugh likes things to be perfect. This guy's kind of a psycho. Control freak, you know what I mean. And this total's gone up pretty high. I'm just going to take the total over. After all, we see some comments in the chat on the over. I think I'm on the over here as well. Maybe it's gone up a little high. I know that there are going to be some good bettors still taking the under here, but I'm going to take over at this price as my play. That's all there is to it. Let me give you some personnel, though. Maybe my favorite guys here today, and go over the quarterback situation. Like I said, just try to help those people out that are like, you can't bet preseason, you don't know who's playing. But we know who's playing. That's my job. Okay, Chargers here. I think we will see Heineke finally in here. Trey Lance, of course, and DJ Uangalele will be in there as well. For the Saints here, now look, we know the Saints. I know everybody's on the fade trade with these Saints right now. I mean, we don't know who's going to be the quarterback of the Saints this season. Will it be Tyler Shaw? Right now, let me look at the notes here actually on this one, because I think today is mostly Rattler and Jake Haener. Rattler gets the start today for sure. With Tyler Shaw as going to be the guy, and looks like he'll be in the driver's seat here with the first team offense in practice this season, this preseason. But it is going to be Rattler, Jake Haener. All these guys figure they got to have a chance to be the starting quarterback. Will that help them here today? Now, for the Saints today, look, I'm on the over, so I do like some Saints here. Maybe you can take some touchdowns here. Bub Means today. Kevin Austin Jr., I think, is lined up to do something. Ced Wilson, maybe the man here, it feels like today. Also, got to consider maybe Dante Pettis today. For the Chargers, I think it's all systems go, actually, with these guys, including the backs. Now, Omari Hampton might get a little bit of a respite, but I think between Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal, who also already has been a preseason star, it feels like, but Chargers are going to run deep in the running back game today for sure. Receivers here, I think Darius Davis I've got to look at today. I've got to look at Brendan Rice as well here, and probably Jalen Johnson again. Wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I think Jalen Johnson will get that work. Remember, he was on the PUP list, but also maybe Des Fitzpatrick. Okay, that's going to do it for the NBA, the NFL. Just give me the over there in that one, Saints and Chargers. And let's go to the WNBA. There are 5 big games today. All right. Robert's on the Chargers. Zoe says, go Chargers. AOD says the Ramones Blues on the Chargers. Fade Spencer Rattler. Hey, he would think he was going to win the job, huh? Trey Lance here, maybe for Belo. And let's see. SF Niner says Chargers should be able to run here. And there's Nunya. He says these Chargers are going to have a big year this year with Harbaugh. And so he doesn't like Rattler. All right. Now let's go to the WNBA. 5 games. We got to kick it going here. Big game today. Big game here with the Lynx taking on the Liberty. Make sure you check out the 2-3 zone show with myself, with Justin McKelvey, with Ron Crawford here. And you can check out the plays from us. But this is the big game of the day and of the season here. Unfortunately, we're missing the star players from the game. Liberty favored by 4 here. Total 167.5. Has gone up for sure. Easy to see why here a little bit, right? Because Liberty playing well at home here. They're 20-10. They've won 3 straight. Minnesota's won 4 straight. Hey, Minnesota's 1-0 against the spread as an underdog this year. And this line has gone up. The kind of money rolling in on the Liberty here a little bit. And okay, but Minnesota's still playing well. It feels like Minnesota, without the best player, the MVP in the league, Collier's been out here a few games. They played just as well. It feels like they haven't missed a beat. Meanwhile, the Liberty have missed their star player for several games. Now it's tougher when you're missing several games, right? But it felt like when she was first out, they were having some problems when Stewart was out. So that does make it kind of interesting. Minnesota won the first meeting. They're going to play again. But let's see how you have it here in this one with Minnesota here today and the Liberty. I'll go to the chat. This is the big game of the day. One of the biggest games of the day for sure, right? All right, chat. It's going to be Liberty here for blue. And SF Niner likes the over here in this one. Mm-hmm. All right. And for me, I'm going to take the Minnesota Lynx. Give me the Lynx here as my show pick today here on the Morning Steam Show. Plus those points. Like I said, I think Minnesota hasn't missed a beat necessarily without Collier and Robert on the over too. The widely reported steam came on the over. It has gone up a little bit. Next up, the Mystics are taking on the Wings here in this one. And the Wings are favored in this one by now 3.5. I'm already on the Wings, so I think I might just end up rehashing this one as my play because it's gone up here a little bit. I know I'm up against it. We were able to lay a little bit lower price. Make sure you check out that 2-3 zone show. It comes out usually by midnight Eastern, I think. Washington here, 10-8 against as a dog, against the spread as a dog. Washington's lost 4 straight. Dallas has lost 4 straight. Paige Beckers is in. That's why the line has gone up here. Oops, let me bring it back here. And the total is dropped. So kind of weird, right? Paige Beckers is in, but the total's dropped. That might be a little bit of a I don't know about a sign or anything like that, but, sometimes you got to trust the move a little bit here, it feels like. So Beckers is in. Dallas just 7-9 against the spread at home. So not totally comfortable, but I'm going to go with Dallas. Wings for blue. I think over. That might have been the last game there, I think Keith was saying. I don't want to get it wrong there. All right, next up, we've got, whoops. Oh, the old Braves are taking on the Mercury, apparently. Boy, I must have been. Maybe I was fat and full of that lobster last night. Yeah, we had lobster last night after, even though I lost on the main card of the UFC. I think it is well known that my dinner selections are based on my betting success that day. I'm not saying I've lived day to day or paycheck to paycheck. Just subscribe to the picks, all right? Dream and Mercury. Mercury here favored. They're up to 4 or maybe even 4.5. Move on the Mercury here for sure in this one. The total is 165.5. Now, we do have some injury information in this game. Brittany, let me make sure I get it right. Brittany Griner is questionable here. Maya Caldwell, probable now. Of course, Ryan Howard has been out. So let's see how you have this one with Atlanta taking on Phoenix. Both teams 19-11 here this season. One show I got the teams confused. I kept thinking the Dream was the Mercury and the Mercury was the Dream because these two teams have such close stats and everything like that. It's really kind of bizarre. But for me, I'm going to end up taking Phoenix here in this one. Now I have to lay a little bit of an extra price, it feels like. So give me Phoenix here as my play. I'll lay 4.5 now, I guess. Atlanta won and covered both, so you do have a little bit of double revenge here. Atlanta's won 4 straight. Phoenix has won 3 straight. Both teams very strong in the role. Atlanta 10-6 against the spread on the road. Phoenix 10-5 against the spread at home. So a little bit tricky here, but I'm going to take Phoenix now. I promise you, I was thinking about Phoenix here as a premium, but now the line's gone up a little bit. I'm going to be on the Mercury here at home, and I'll lay it. All right. And, oh, wow, a lot of comments here from you guys maybe in this one. Let me see what I got. Okay. Justin is on the over here in this one. Atlanta 10-6 to the over on the road this season. He says, what about when there's no games? What do we do? I could use a few fast days, but got to keep my dad bod in shape. Here's Justin on the Lynx in this in that first game. Thank you, Justin. All right, I think that's it for that. I think that's it for the Dream and the Mercury, or as I like to call it, the Braves and the Mercury. All right, a couple more here. The show will be over. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And here's the Storm taking on the Sparks here tonight. You got the Storm favored on the road against the hot Sparks. Now, Storm might be a little bit better, but I don't know. It might be hard to differentiate between them now. Seattle's only one game ahead of them in the standings now. They do have 2 more wins. They have an equal number of losses. That equals 1 game in the standings. Totals up to 172 here with these two. And, you know, these high totals are not getting there right now all of a sudden. But you do have LA, and even LA didn't get there on that last game, right? They're on the back-to-back here, having just gone under. So maybe a little bit of a factor with LA on the back-to-back, but they're still playing very, very well. They've had won 3 straight before yesterday. No, I got to look and see how we a little bit there, because I know I lost the total there yesterday going over. But, hey, we did have Golden State there yesterday. So, look, Sparks are at home. Yeah, the back-to-back. It hasn't mattered, really, it feels like, in the WNBA. Seattle's lost 4 straight. They're in a funk. The road team has won and covered, though, both meetings this season between the 2 teams here. So, see what you got here in this one. I mean, the Sparks are among the hottest teams in the league. It's just they were cooled last night by the Valkyries at home. I mean, I know a lot of people have been still thinking the Valkyries are toast, but yeah, they're still battling as well. This is an important game for both teams here right now, playoff chances. So let's see. All right, I need to make a decision here with which one to use, because I like this game, and, well, I might have a premium here. You know that? All right, I'm gonna go with the under here in this one. I think it's just gone too high for me. I know these LA games. I mean, LA points. They've been scoring 100 points like nobody's business, and now against Seattle at home, LA's gone over in 9 of their last 11. I'm gonna go under. Here we go. SF9. I've not given out anything publicly at Cincinnati here. You know, last week in Montreal and Toronto, I struggled in the early rounds with my public picks, so haven't gone public. I've been betting with mixed results, but once we got in the later rounds, I did well. So maybe one more day here, and maybe I'll be firing on the weekday a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that to the subscribers too. But look, the way I work is if we are succeeding, we build up the plays, and the losses, I kind of reduce the plays. That's just the way I do the public capping. Blue on the under. Justin says, though, team total over for the Sparks. Look at that number, 85.5 there. And Lamont, thank you. I don't know if you, he's not behind us. I think he said hello, but Zach Wheeler over in his K's, and Zach to record the win. Thank you, Lamont. Appreciate it. Robert's on the Sparks here. Says he can get 5 here right now. SF Niner is on Wheeler's K's there in that late game, or in that early game there. Blues on Brooksby today. SF Niner says, give us the plays. And Lamont said that was his max bet, that one back there. Blue says team total under. Oh, you guys were talking about another game there. Lamont, thank you. Okay, that's it for that one. So, one more. I'm on the under in LA and Seattle. Connecticut taking on the Aces here in this one. You've got Connecticut, a big dog here. Big dogs with the line at down to 11 now here because, hey, Connecticut just keeps covering numbers, it feels like. Total is 167. And we know the Aces can't cover any numbers either. But the Aces have won 3 straight. Connecticut has lost 3 straight coming in. Been a rough year for Connecticut. They're moving now to Boston or whatever. But they probably will get a number here. Come on, the Aces can't blow anybody out. The thing is, on some of these double-digit spreads right now, they're starting to creep up a little bit and actually end up, it feels like, right on the number, doesn't it? And then you're kind of just balancing off here a little bit, trying to figure out which one to take. But I'll try Connecticut here. I've lost the value a little bit. Make sure you're joining us on the Cover the Spread show. We were talking about it and overnight, much larger line and Justin said take them. So I'm taking them now at plus 11, but we're talking about it with a little bit of a better line. The Las Vegas has won and covered both games this year between the two teams. Widely reported steam did come in on the over, but it's still 167. A few more comments from you, and the show is over. Aces for Blue. Aces money line for NYC Bar. Justin has the Sun in this one. So does Bobby Mack. All right, that's going to do it for the morning steam. I hope I'm not leaving any good sports out here today. We'll try to find maybe something else to sit. I'll look at the tennis. I mean, we're already underway. We're just underway here right now in Cincinnati. So once we get past today, though, I'll probably be firing away. There are 5 games also in Major League Soccer. I never got around to a card last night, and my results were mixed. So, like I said, sometimes you got to be moving around here a little bit and trying to manipulate into some winners. So, all right, that's going to do it for the morning steam. Let's run the commercial here real quick, and we'll run the drawing for the contest. Appreciate you.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
Thank you, Mike. Great job on that commercial. Part of my package here at Winnable. You get my plays here. Click the QR code. Lower right-hand corner of the screen. It'll take you right to my Winnable page. This is where you find a lot of my peripheral plays, games you won't find on the big sites that I'm on. So check me out over at winnable.com/Ramon and get my plays there for just 50 cents a day. Many of those other sports as well, the overnight sports, sports from down under, tennis plays as well. With sometimes my game spreads are always going to be on Winnable. All right, let's do the contest here to see who is going to win 1 month of my plays. Hopefully it'll work out for you. And then let me just tell you, the goal is for you to join me for a month, and then when it ends, to resubscribe. So hopefully you're following the plays. Thank you to everyone who has won so far. Not everyone has taken me up on the offer, and I'm having trouble getting my man hooked up there. Here we go. Abel, Jimmy, Nasty Nate, Nuke, Jim, Rishi, Irish King, Justin's in there, 9 Legacy, and the winner's Nunya. You better believe it, Nunya. You can get my plays by using the promo code winner. Nunya doesn't need my plays. He's a high roller winner, but Nunya, if you want to get that subscription, you know what to do. Just gone over to winnable.com, use the promo code winner when you go to my promo page, and I'll send you the picks. You know I'll give you the picks for free every time. Thanks to Nunya. Hope you're ready for a great season. Go Chargers. All right, that's going to do it for the Morning Steam Show. Thanks to the posters as well in the chat today. And let's see who we had as our number one chatter, according to YouTube. I don't pick it. YouTube picks it. Oh, let me fix my screen here. The show's over. Thank you to everybody. So say goodbye to everyone. Talking in the chat here. Oh, Abel, West Up Parlay. Blue was on the Sparks real quick. West Up Parlay here. Glass net, a couple props there. A prop in there in the first half. Thank you to Abel today. There were some more aces in there a little bit. And NYC Bar, I'm trying to figure it out. We might have to communicate via another form. We definitely have had some people. You said your name, there was no one signed up under that name, so I'm just wondering if you did it right. Let me at least try to help NYC Bar here a little bit, maybe through the process on the screen. So if anybody wins, they can go through and get it, right? So when you go to my winnable page, the store comes up right there, right? Just like that, right? And then you go to right here, the premium selections, right? Just choose 1 month here, and yes, it'll say $19.95, but then you're going to go to subscribe and hit subscribe. Then when that comes up like this, under this where it says apply promo, you're going to go in there and type in the word winner, because you are, and this is what Nunya is going to do too. And then, so you type in the word winner, and then there's apply right there. And see how it says 21.15? Because there's some surcharge from the winnable. I don't get it 100%. But when you apply it, it goes right down to 0. And then you hit the Apple Pay, the Google Pay, or whatever, and it will be 0. So I hope that works. I think you said the name was Allen, Allen, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember NYC Bar, forgive me. And I just don't have anyone. I typed in the search that name, and no name came up. And sometimes if you don't sign up with your name, it'll have a code instead, and I don't know. But usually if I see the word winner in there, I know. So anyways, hopefully we can get you on hooked up there. I'm trying NYC Bar. I mean, it works for a lot of people. I've got, believe it or not, my friend, dozens of subscribers to the service here. Thank you to Justin. Appreciate your show as well. Justin, and you've been doing a great job on PSR, man. Really awesome. And Nunya looking to defend his title in the capper contest over there. Zoe, thank you. Nunya, thank you. SF Niner nephew, thank you as well. And Zoe looking at this one here. And SF Niner are also looking to get his, he's looking to be a member. I wish I could help you on that. Daddy Beats, nice to see you. Great to see you, Daddy Beats, in there. Anything else? Let's see here. That might be it from the crew. Really appreciate it. Allen, thank you. I'll look again, NYC Bar. If you're signed up, I'll put you on. In fact, I'll put you on extra because I've blown it here with you. But so far, we've been doing this about 2 weeks. I think only half of the winners have kind of actually signed up. And I get it. You can get your own plays and everything too. But look, when you get the plays from me for a month, you just got them on your phone, right? It's kind of like, feels like, you got Ramon in your pocket a little bit. I wonder what Ramon's on. I don't like this game. I want to bet this game. Something like that, it feels like. So how about Paulini here so far? All right. That's going to do it. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow. More Morning Steam. Don't forget, join me today at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific for our preview of Contender Series. BB and I will be together, and then we'll have VB MMA picks on Monday. I think we got a fighter lined up as the analyst this week, so make sure you check it out, and really appreciate it. All right, for the Sports Money Network. Real quick, who were the best posters today? Bobby Mack got number 1 for once. NYC Bar, you're number 2. Keith Just True 3. Abel 4 in there. Let me see here. I got to get it right. And want to make sure I say everybody's to Abel number 4 in there. And let me see here. Oh. All right. I didn't want to out anybody. I do want to thank Damien in there if I can. I know he's got a screen name, and I want to anybody can see it if they click on that little thing. So Damien, I know you've been a great contributor in the chat. I just got it confused. I don't know your screen name. I know you were posting in there plenty, but even I get a little confused. So appreciate Damien in there. Also Blue, Justin was 7th, Cash Kane, Jermaine, and Andrew G. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Break one for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice. We might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. Ramon Scott. Sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to the